And the bell goes ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Or in this case, and the book goes ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Wait a minute, books don't go ring-a-ding-ding. Anyway, all right. I'm continuing from my last video with my book recommendations for the day. Because in the last one, my camera on the cell phone here cut off because my battery got too full. I had to delete some stuff. So instead of do the book recommendation video all over again, it ended just when I was going to get to the Sinatra book. Sinatra books. The last book that I got to in the previous video was D. Martin book. So now the last two that I was going to talk about, I'll just, instead of, like I said, do the whole video over. I'll just start from the book that would have been, well, no, next to last. There's two, well, all right, anyway, I'm wasting time. Let me get right to the point. This book, highly recommended if you're a Sinatra fan. This is a book called The Sinatra Treasures. And I have a lot of good Sinatra books like this. This one is particularly good with a lot of nice pictures. And it's not a biography. I do have a lot of Sinatra biographies. There's more than one. But I also have books like this with these really nice pictures. These, special books like this, which is called The Sinatra Treasures, The Ultimate Photos, Memories, and Music. So if you're a Sinatra fan, it's a good book to have in your collection. And then, last but not least, this is the last book, and then we got a little bonus feature there. But this is called Sinatra 100. Now, this book is really special, really nice, as you can see. There's a little glare on the cover because it's kind of shiny. But this one came out when Sinatra would have been 100 years old. Now, Sinatra didn't live to be 100. He passed away in 1998. He was 82 years old, but like I said, this was put together on what would have been his 100th birthday, because they were having all these, celebrations for Sinatra for his 100th, what would have been his 100th birthday. Maybe what is. And this is a really nice book. Sinatra 100, highly recommend it. Now, I used to get all my bookstores. I used to get all my bookstores. I wish I had a bookstore. I used to get all my books in bookstores, but now I get them online, Amazon and eBay. These are kind of newer books that I showcased today, and you can get them either Amazon or eBay. Very reasonably priced. Very good. Now, last but not least, this is a throwback to the 70s. This is when Sinatra was still alive and in concert, and I went to a couple of his concerts. Actually, these I think my mother Rose went to. She was a Sinatra fan, and this is a program. And I think this is when he was at Madison Square Garden. Well, that picture is. This particular program might not have been, but could have been Radio City. Could have been Radio City. Here's one. Now, I think this might be the Madison Square Garden one. I'm not really sure. These are two Sinatra programs. And this one I know is from the Westbury Music Theater that my mother went to. I wasn't at this one. I wish I was, because it was not just Sinatra. It was Frank Sinatra and D. Martin. And I think, this is when they were at the Westbury. And I know my mother had, I gave her my Super 8 sound camera. She recorded some of it with the camera there, which you're not supposed to do, but she did. Oh, and here, back in the 70s, 1972, when The Godfather came out, here's a Godfather program for the movie. They actually gave you a program for the, when you went to see the movie, you got this program at the First Run Theater in Manhattan. And that was Godfather, and this is Godfather 2. Ah, nice, huh? Yeah, I just thought I'd show you these. Yep, those are the days. Anyway, okay, that's it. That's my book recommendations. You all have a nice day, nice night, and remember, keep reading as much as you can. It's good food for the brain.